how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So here's yet another band that I've only covered once, and this one actually was a lot more recently. It was a request that came from my cousin Kelvin, and he had requested the song Assassin by Muse. It was a song that honestly I wasn't overly familiar with, but when I did attempt it, I realized pretty quickly that I was probably in over my head. But the very nature of this channel is I want to play everything, whether I'm good at it or not. And that was definitely an instance that not so much, but it was still an enjoyable experience and an enjoyable attempt. But when I introduced that video, I had mentioned that Muse isn't really a band that I'm hugely familiar with, but that there were a couple of songs that I was probably a little bit more familiar with. One of them was Knights of Sidonia, which I'm not even going to kid myself, that one would literally kill me if I tried it. But the other song that I'm familiar with from them is called Hysteria, which, don't get me wrong, it's pretty tough, and I don't expect it to go perfectly by any means. But from what I can recall, it's probably a little bit more approachable, but it's got a really bouncy rhythm throughout. The bass especially is killer in this song. And I'm looking forward to giving it a try because I don't think I've actually tried it on drums before. So I'm looking forward to it, and I wanted to revisit Muse, and I figured I would revisit one that I was a little bit more familiar with, and I know going in that it's going to be pretty tough but pretty fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. This is Hysteria by Muse. Yeah, this bass is pretty crazy actually. right, yeah, that one super fun. I think I might have tried it once before. It's been a little while, but yeah. Um, like I said, it's one of those songs where I knew going in that anything I've seen or listened to from Muse so far has had some really hard-hitting rhythms. The bass, particularly in this song, is a driving rhythm for sure. And I found there's a lot of alternating beats. Not really a ton of difficult fills, but some really, I guess, well-placed fills, I guess you could say, in that song. Really fun rhythm. Not nearly as hard of time as I had with Assassin, but in all honesty, there were some parts that were like deceivingly tough just because the main rhythm was kind of a single snare, a single bass note, and then a single hi-hat. And it's really tough to sometimes, at least for me, to maintain kind of a small change up in a simple rhythm, I guess you could say. Like if you are playing two of one note and then a bass pedal, for example, it's not so bad because you're not moving around at all. But when you're going from one to one to one and it's all like da da da, it's easy to get thrown off, especially if you repeat the pattern a bunch of times. For me, anyways, and so I almost had to make more of a conscious effort on those parts than I did on the actual fills, where the couple of fills where it was the toms, bass, tom, kind of scaling up and down the toms. Those parts were really fun, but honestly, I think I had to put less thought into that than I did that main rhythm, just because sometimes the simple ones are the ones that screw you up more, or at least that's what I find. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a fun time playing that song. It went pretty good, pretty well along to what I was expecting with that particular one. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. As always, I definitely appreciate any of the support. And throw any other requests my way if you have them, and I'll give them a shot if I can. Otherwise, I hope you are doing great, as always, and I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.